this thing recording? Hi, my name is Monique Hart from Rupaul's Drag Race Season 10, honey, the heart of Season 10. And you are watching the Matt and Mar Show, honey. Pay attention, you might learn something. How to be what? Stunning, honey.
Y'all want another video? Oh, y'all want another video?
Matty Rants.
I told you before the episode started, I told you it was going to be some BS. I felt it in my bones. But I didn't know it was going to be on this level, though. I did not think it was going to be on this level, but here we are.
Well, let's all welcome back this heifer. That's a long way. Oh, we saw RuPaul's Drag Race.
We did. It was a thing that happened.
There was good moments, and then there was... Oh.
More
That type of moment.
of the latter.
Yeah, very...
And it was like one after another. It just kept happening over and over
Like,
again.
she didn't win the challenge? Wait.
She's safe?
Hold on. Huh? You're mad at her for doing what? Oh my goodness. You're looking whose booty hole? Like, that is what I was... Honey, Rue, Polynesia, you know I love you and respect you down, girl, but we gotta talk about some of the things that were said on the runway tonight, girl.
We were actually going to agree with Michelle this time.
No, we're not. Not all the time.
Well...
No, we're not. Don't lie.
This episode?
No. Because she also has some bull stuff come out of her mouth too.
But we at least at the end, when she was talking about Miss well, we don't want to jump the gun, child. Let's go ahead and get into it.
It's your boy Matty Rants.
And Jamardi 4.
We're back for another installment here of the Matt and... No, I almost did it. This is not the Matt and Mar Show.
We're too far ahead of ourselves.
Well, I said that because, as you saw, Miss Monique Hart started out the video, the heart of Season 10, the ooh-ah-ah sensation. Okay, facts are facts, America. All right?
She was missed this episode.
She's been missed ever since she went home. As a good narrator to the circus. So, yeah, it's very sad to not see her on the show. Honestly, I was a little disappointed the Vixen wasn't there because I didn't have somebody to be mad about.
Vixen? Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we had people to be angry about. We had people we love.
Now it's kind of like...
Where do we go from here? Oh, we're getting pushed this narrative of two people in particular that are going to make it to the finals. Ooh.
Not by any means necessary, no matter what.
No matter what they do, no matter what happens, they're going to get there. Wow. I mean, do we just need to go ahead and say it? Oh, there is no spoilers in this. This is speculation, but at the same time...
It's not even, after the episode, it's not speculation. They're flashing neon lights.
Like them, like everything about them. No, they're not bad. That wasn't horrible. It was what they do. Girl boo. All right, let's get into the episode. And then we can get to the reading, honey.
Please.
And also, please remember your drinking game, as if anytime we go off topic, take a swig. Only if you are 21 and up.
Again.
And if you're in countries that allow for you to drink at other ages, I guess.
Y'all know y'all rules. Wherever you at, obey.
Because if your mama talking about, hold on, why you go? Well, it was Maddie and Jamaica. Don't you dare.
Mama,
you
we
showed
said
her
21 and up or whatever age is appropriate.
At the 3-minute, 25-second mark on, Mom, I'm with you. Dad, don't beat them too hard. We got a bunch of sissies out there, and we don't need you being one of them hyper-masculine men trying to insert yourself like you did with the rest of us gay children from back in the day. So, anywho... The episode starts off, the Vixen's gone. She writes a memo on the mirror that's like...
Nobody can seem to
It's
read.
like a suggestion to who is like whack and whatever. And, you know, Monet said it perfectly. I wish she just said Eureka's a bitch and called it a day.
That would have been so funny and so direct.
And so what we all knew how we knew she felt. Like, just say that and don't
beat
tease
around
the
the
rest
bush
of us
and
kids.
do all that, innuendo, sonnet, all that. No, just say it what it is.
But the broomstick had to go. So the broomstick's gone. No more Hocus Pocus until the remake comes.
Oh, but this reunion.
If we get that, since we didn't get one for All Stars 3. All Stars what? What happened?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. So basically, Aquaria is like, how do we just, she looks like Janice from the Muppets down. And that has to do with how she did her makeup with the entire.
She
should be.
blind.
Should be. But she gave me, like totally whatever. Like it was all that. And she plays the guitar. Oh yeah. Oh my God. I love the Muppets, so I can do that. But you know who Janice is?
Yeah.
You sure? Because you
The one that
you don't
compared
watch
to Miss
nothing.
Tamar. I know that one. I catch that shade.
All right. Well, Tamar used to look like that. Now she looks like Kermit the Frog. But then again, Janice is Kermit the Frog with tan skin and no eyes.
That clip of the reel kills me every time. When she's talking, I look like a Muppet, and Lil Lonnie's just like,
Because it was the truth. It was the truth. And I was like, girl, was she talking about me? I was like, wait, how did my read get there? But then again, a lot of people felt the same way I did. I was like, doesn't she look like that? I'm like,
I
yes.
was like, Tamar, we're supposed to feel for you, but it is hilarious.
Because Janice doesn't have a hairline either. So listen. All right. No.
But yeah, Aquarius feeling her whole inner labias and outer labias, the labium in the world. Feeling like everybody should go home but her, and she's just waiting for everybody to go home. I'm like,
The Grudge. Now on DVD.
I'm about to say, come on, catch it. He got it.
I was waiting for that little boy to come into the blankets like, oh, like, my mama left me outside too long. Like that kind of tease. Because it does give me that boy was left out in the rain and then just died in the rain. Or at a bus stop. There's nothing in this because it fell out, but I needed to fan myself because it's really hot. So shade me now.
So you're just gonna get it ahead of it before they have a chance.
Because they're gonna be like, girl, there are no pages in the book. They're right here. It fell out, but I needed a fan, so it worked out perfectly. Worked out perfectly. Recycle.
Recycle, reuse.
Back to the show. I looked at this like there was pages in here. I'll look down now. That's what I get for being
mini challenge.
So mean. Oh, okay. Let's get to the mini. Okay.
A bunch of.
First of all,
this was for me.
First
not much
of
for
all,
him.
Yeah, because my booty toot bottom self was like, girl, who turn them around.
But even
turn them around, baby. Turn them around. Like it was.
Half of them were a little disordering. But
here's the tea. A lot of them were wearing butt pads. If y'all could tell, because for one, okay, let me tell you how the butt is supposed to be shaped in a pair of drawers, child. It's supposed to be roundabout. Come around the corner when she comes. When she come around the corner when she comes. I need cheeks to meet together, but it's all that and clever. I need your butt to look like a robot. Not one with pads. Not one that clearly is in desperate need. A lot of them were wearing jock straps underneath their underwear.
It made the shape look weird.
Maybe it was for the bulge to help because they had to press something in there to look a little more realistic. But I don't know. But it was a lot of fake rompery.
It's still...
Except for Dallas Wade.
He's the only
one. Well, we
one.
know that, though, because Dallas Wade, look him up. I've seen more of him in the shower.
On the beach.
Dripping half naked, rubbing his clutcheries,
He shows the body. He has no shame in showing the body.
At all.
And the booty.
At all.
So, we knew it. It was no point. You might as well just let him,
They didn't pay him enough. It was VH1. Now, let that have been an HBO special.
Shout out to Lady Ashley.
Okay, so Laith Ashley, though, was there.
Looking like a complete snack.
Remember that conversation that we had when we were talking about would we end up dating like a trans
There
man?
he is.
I was like,
there it is.
I think I would.
I could entertain it a little bit.
I'm not even entertained, girl. I was like, hold on, that looked like a real woo. And I like a little tall, but I was like, all right, team small over there. Hey, what's going on, Candy and the rest of the COVID-19 team?
All right.
But the rest of them were fools.
Yeah, I couldn't. Lath
Someone
and
kept
Dallas
saying
were the
number
only ones I
17. I don't know who that was. I didn't even know they had numbers.
I saw, but they were so far away, you couldn't really tell unless it was just a shot that was up close. So it don't matter. They had to have numbers to call them out.
If
like,
y'all
hey,
hear some random noises in the background, one of the 3 dogs is in the room right now, and this one's a vocal powerhouse. When he wants to tell you stuff, he'll go, "Arr," and it'd be like, "Now what? Water, food," and he just did that a moment ago to Jabbar. He said, "I said,
what you trying to
what
say,
does that
baby?
mean?"
What you want to say, baby?
Yeah, lay down. All right, so. The mini challenge is done. They basically had to guess whose underwear matched whose underwear. I think they've played something like this before.
They did. It was kind of like a guessing game, trying to
Was it
match
the
out
bulge?
the words.
Yes, they did it from
Yeah.
the front last time. We were disappointed then, and they did it from the back, and we're still disappointed.
I think most of them were just picking out people they wanted their pants to go down.
As a
like they weren't
man-
really trying to play the game.
Right, as a man with a good booty, okay, I was disappointed because I was like,
It was too many pancakes. There should have been a
it was like IHOP.
I needed a
It was
ratio
IHOP.
of cake to pancake. Like
There, no Denny's in there. Nobody put their Denny's in that. It was all International House. Speaking of which, y'all tell them you want real eggs when you get eggs from them because they don't be giving you real eggs.
oh,
all the time.
IHOP, girl, they got me together one time with that omelet. It was never again.
You got to tell them what you want.
Never again.
Honey. Now, you know she's about to feed. How many people she got to go by that day wearing that same blue apron and that same outfit and them same shoes? I feel so bad. I'm like, change the clothes up for them people. They look like they
Change your
working.
costume.
Change
it
your
around.
costume. Change it around. And I love, listen, IHOP, y'all work there. Love you for it. I'm going to see you. I want a discount. I want the strawberry French toast, too. The thing is, though, I'm getting off topic. We'll get back on. They've been wearing the same thing for. And I'm just like, okay. Dude, can we
it's probably
please? Even
traditional.
McDonald's got a change in the outfits, not a change in that pay though.
Well,
They put those machines in there and they said, "Try it if you want to, sis." I said, "I know that's right."
but McDonald's done got all bougie. These touch
No,
screens.
Wendy's is the one that's bougie.
I haven't been in a Wendy's in a
They
while.
overpriced beef, honey. That stuff is salty. Okay.
Whoever is watching is drunk by now.
And that was for y'all. Oh my God. Okay, girl. All right.
Aquaria wins the mini challenge for those of us who just want us to just keep on going. But really, whatever.
I'm getting to that point. I'm getting to that point because it's still like, why? Okay, so she's the only one that knew the rules of the game, so that's why she won it. So now they're gonna do a little acting, skit, comedy, whatever challenge on something called Breastworld, which is a play off of the show on HBO, which I'm a huge fan of, Westworld. For those who don't know, it's like a theme park where androids are all through the theme park. People pick certain, I guess, storylines or themes that they can play out, and that's their way of entertainment versus finding a roller coaster and going, you know, and then...
How did they go?
And then the androids rebel. Thandie Newton's in that piece. Look it up. It's a good show. I watch it. I'm in the new season right now too. But yeah, it was like, okay, so we're doing a skit comedy, blah 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 performance. Seen it. Let's see how this goes. Aquaria, you get to choose the roles, and Aquaria trying to look like the nice,
Diplomatic realness.
you know, all Aquafina-like, you know, very, very company. I'll let y'all choose the ones that you best think that you can do.
And I'll just take the leftovers.
Oh my God, I took the leftover. Shouldn't have done that. Says everybody ever on the show to ever have that
never
happen.
learn. Like, I think the Vixen was the only one that did it right. Like, no, we're going to do what I want to do because this is my job.
Right,
Boom.
not, yeah, if I get blamed for it, I get blamed for it. That's that, boop. But they're going to totally give me the credit because I picked everybody's roles. So basically, everyone chose who they wanted to be. Cameron just took whatever because Cameron's very indifferent to a lot of stuff. But we
Very
get into
neutral.
that later.
Oh, girl.
We get into that later as to why.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it took all of Eureka to pull that out of her. A little bit. Kind of. Sort of. This much. But yeah, everyone chose their roles except for Aquaria. She just took what was left over. RuPaul comes in, gives the girls pep talks. You need to be more this Where's that wig been, Monet?
Because he said he hadn't worn this the whole time on the show. He's like, that was a mistake. Which it was, because she's like...
Because she keep on reading you for them little...
Parts, the pixie wigs.
Them put on and goes. Them shift lefts is what I like to call them. Shift left. Okay, we're good. Out the door. Yes, very much a grocery store wig is all she's been given. Good old, I'm here at 11:30. It's about to close in 30 minutes, and I didn't want no one to see me walk out that door. Wig. But yeah.
The challenge was awkward.
Here's the scoop on that one. Why? Okay, first, Abby and Alana from Broad City are the guest judges. Gold. They need to be on every season. Because I live for Abby and Alana, and I live for Broad City. It's such a good show. However, I didn't understand why they weren't directing this whole challenge in the first place. For those who know, they, like, write their own stuff. And I believe they've directed some of their own episodes. So it's like, you're giving that to Michelle and Ross?
I'm going to assume it was a filming conflict. Because, like, when they did the 90210 challenge last week, they had the same people on the judges panel directing the episode. Why they didn't do it again?
90210 last week?
Last season.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
I'm like, you couldn't have possibly known last week because you were hydraulic. But yes, and it was because it was a whole other season, like Jamar said, and that's what I was trying to get to. I need my friend to be here. Are you here? Are you here? Right here. That's not a good way to show that you're here. Okay, it's not. This is
I'm. Okay, now I'll let everybody go.
Tisha.
Still
See that choreography.
here.
I'm still here.
Baby, she had that choreographed video.
Oh, that's my RuPaul laugh. Or when she's really laughing.
When she thinks something's really funny.
That scream.
Ooh.
It's a scream. It's a holler.
And y'all listen to that podcast, she be cackling at the most random stuff.
How they made it seem when we were watching them, I guess, put the whole skit together was Cameron's clearly in the bottom. Miss Cracker is like, nothing's landing.
Mm-hmm.
Eureka can't get Ivy Winters.
I'm gonna say they had to repeat that like 5 times. I'm like, how do you not know? Even a casual fan knows that.
Even Aquaria knew that.
Everybody in the whole studio said it except Eureka.
It was like, wait, what? You don't remember Ivy? Girl, she said that so many
how do you see
times.
like Ivy Winters? I'm like, I can't even say it wrong. It feels weird.
You gotta put a lot of
a
lot of nasal in that one. Lots of nasal.
Girl.
So it was a little disappointing. And then, Monet was doing really good. And Asia came in for her one little line, and it was like, yeah.
Wore it out. I was like, come on. That's how you're supposed to do it. And Monet was ad-libbing, adding to the scene like you're supposed to. Good old improv.
I mean, she clearly has taken a couple classes. And shout out to anybody who's doing that, which you need to do, which I will be doing when I get to LA, baby. I'm going to be in so many classes trying to get my zhuzh together. But you got to take it to that next step. And she did that. Now, here's where no, not yet. We're almost to the tuckery.
We're trying to get to it.
We're almost there, because I was a pissed unicorn tonight. Nay, okay? The girls have to come, I wouldn't say Golden Girls. I wish they had said that. I wish that was the theme. But it was like, what a fabulous older version of yourself. Okay, and some of them took it to, like, I'm going to be a little campy with this, and others were like, I'm going to be a little bit more posh and glam.
And some people just didn't follow the instructions at all.
And some people just came comfortable.
And
that's why they lip-synced. Yeah. Because they were comfortable.
And they didn't know what else to do with the fabric.
She was like, if I have to lip sync, I know I'm going to be comfortable. I was like, well, look at God. Because that's exactly what you had to do.
She already knew. She prepared herself.
Maybe you got the script before everybody else did. Okay. Let's get to it. RuPaul comes out. Okay, the dog is pacing. He's getting on my nerves. All right.
Yeah, right. In the All-Stars 3 wig again.
What All-Stars? Huh?
whatever that monstrosity was that happened some weeks ago, that.
Oh, that one. Mm-hmm. That one. Where everyone's a hater because, you know, everybody wasn't excited.
Oh, girl. But the dress was nice.
Sign in.
Yeah.
Okay, so the dress was nice. She's
Very
padded
hippie.
for all
Very
the
hippie.
glory. I'm like, I wonder where she got that from. Because it wasn't always them hips. They weren't always
I'm
there.
just like,
I said, so you robbed a cushion too. Okay, good for you, Rue. Seeing Abby and Alana again, I was like, eep. And then she had the clitoris joke, and I was like, Alana, I love you, Alana. You're great. You're amazing. Okay, runway. Yeah.
So, yep, there's nothing else left.
Yeah, runway. Okay.
Ms. Cracker.
Miranda Priestley, Devil Wears Prada.
Exactly. It was all in the wig.
That
It was
wig.
all in the wig.
That wig.
Woo!
You see how my hand went? Because that's what that wig is giving. Because all her hands would do is this.
Whoosh.
That wig. Oh, it was a good wig. It was a good wig.
It was.
It was wig-tastic.
Even Untucked, we saw it from all the angles.
That's a short,
Whoosh.
nasty wig that I like. That all that bang. Run with it. Run.
Volume.
Just yoop. Every time it moves, yoop. Like, Miss Cracker. And when you took your glasses down for that one moment and gave us nothing but Miranda.
She knew. We caught the reference.
Did she die or something while going to get the beans? Like, it's just a little drizzly outside. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, good movie, man. Good movie. Great book, too. Next up.
Asia O'Hara.
Okay. First of all, Asia, you are wrong for the
Okay.
comb over. Cornrow comb over?
With blonde braids.
Baby. And you knew she glued them on
And you know
individually.
We knew exactly who Asia's character was.
I know who that lady
we
is.
Knew exactly.
She in Fifth Ward right now, walking down the street to the corner store to get her hot Cheetos and a motherfucker. Wait, almost said it. Whoop whoop. Hot Cheetos and a mother tucking Gatorade
And probably a bag of Funyuns.
and a good old cigarillo. And she going right back to the man's house because they were missing one cigarillo. Should have bought two.
Oh, Lord.
But she old school fish. She only get one nasty one.
I knew Michelle was not going to get it. I knew it.
We've come to expect that from Michelle when it comes to certain queens, and I'll leave it at that. Because I'm starting to get real sick of this conversation that she's having where she's like, it's all love. And I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't seem authentic. Because if you're the girl from the ball scene, if you're the girl from that scene, what house were you in? Where were you walking? Because you don't give me, I know anything about cultural references.
I'm just like, how did you miss this whole... She characterized the whole thing the whole time
And
on the
everyone's
runway.
argument will be, girl, why is she in the Jamaican colors with this what is it, leotard with the little ruffle shoulders on top of it? I mean, she literally just did a gig. She was the Tuesday opening 7:00 show. No
She's
hate
already done.
to the queens out there who do the 7:00 shows.
Because it's a booking.
But you know what I'm talking about. If you're not booked for it after 12... Maybe if you were a hamburger, I'd a dab on that one. You know, if it was a hamburger, Mary's around 7, that's a little different because the girls was eating, so you can get tipped. Okay. I'm talking about the bar and the club and 7 o'clock in the evening. Ain't nobody gonna be there for you, girl. It's gonna be, I hope my friends show up. So it was just kind of like, that's what she was given.
But she could...
I almost said a local bar out here in Houston, but I like to go in there again, so I'm going to tell you off camera later.
Wait.
It is, you already know. Laugh, please. Because you already know. Yeah.
No. You told them that story, though, already.
What, on here?
Well, on live. Did you say that on live?
About that stripper that was dancing to Enrique Iglesias. I could be your hero, baby. Y'all. Wow. Okay. Quick story. I'm so sorry. We have to get this out of the way. So we're at this drag bar, and one of my favorite people, Miss Roxanne, is up there, and she was giving you nothing but Tina Turner, and it was life. She gave you Tina Turner in all her different forms, from like early Tina, middle of the road Tina, and Tina now. It was like, okay, got it, lived.
Mm-hmm.
Strippers came out. This is why Jamar had me there. Because I don't go see strippers. This is him. You can tell he is hot. No, you can't. But you can tell from moments like that.
I was going to say, no, they
You
can't.
can tell. But we get to one stripper. He comes out in an army uniform, and we're like, uh-oh, he's about to give us some soldier routine. I was expecting anything but Enrique Iglesias.
But even after it started, I'm like, okay, this is a good transition song. You know, hero, soldier, I get it.
He played the whole thing.
But then I'm like, okay, it's going. It's still
He
playing.
was like, I could be your hero, baby. I was like, no for the slow unzip.
And then after he bent over in front of people, and it's still, I'm like,
don't go away. It's like
and
all
it's
of
still
that.
playing, and he's naked at this point.
It was a song.
And then, well, hold
The
on.
song killed it. But then he did the booty shaking song after that.
How do you go from Enrique
Throw that ass
Iglesias
to the circle.
to throw that ass
Throw
to the
that-
circle?
I said, this is confusing. I don't know what to do. I said,
It wasn't even like a smooth transition,
Me
not a
and-
monologue.
I had to stare at Jamar
Like-
just to not laugh. Because
I was laughing.
No, you were laughing. I cackled later. But
I'm
you know
laughing.
my laugh is loud.
'Cause this
So
is
I was
funny.
like, girl, if I laugh, everybody in the bar is going to stop the music and be like, what do y'all think is so funny? I'm going to say, that routine. That was a fool.
That.
Who would ever? And strippers, if you're watching this now and you have Enrique Iglesias in your strip program, don't.
Just use it as an intro.
The whole instrumental. And then cut to something
the
sexy.
whole thing, because that's not a short song.
It was really, and he was grinding on the, I can be your hero. I was like, I don't
This
what?
doesn't make me want to get in that mood. That's not. This is a sad.
I wanted to cry for him. I was like, so what happened with your last relationship? They weren't your hero, were they? They were Thanos. Half of everybody died. Okay, so listen.
Okay.
Avengers reference. All right, we're back. Okay,
Go ahead and
so
take your drinks.
I'm sorry, I had to tell that story. It's so good.
Go ahead.
So good. I was like, Enrique Iglesias to a stripper soul. Woo!
Okay.
Okay.
Next, Monet Exchange, my personal favorite.
First of
this
all,
week.
Monet, that much hair was perfect. The titties flying out. I said, look, she borrowed Monique Hart's little boob. I said, look at that. I said, look at them little Teletubby titties. Yes.
Them teeth, baby.
Oh, it was good.
The hospital equipment.
The fact that she was like drinking from her own bags.
Monet followed instruction.
It's good. Next up.
Can we skip her?
No, we have to.
I really don't.
Or else we'll be biased.
I mean, they were. Did you see how biased the judges were? I think we can account.
I'm going to get to them in a second.
Aquaria.
She...
Eureka. No.
Ooh, you did one of my numbers. It's funnier when I do it.
Oh, girl.
I said it. Okay, so Aquaria.
Was dressed for a different runway.
I get what you were going for. No. Your makeup wasn't even old enough. Because by the time you got back to Untucked, your face was like perfectly back to where it was normal.
This is the second time Aquaria was supposed to play an old lady, and she still beat.
Because it beat. I mean, it's not like we're saying she was hideous and it was like just terrible, but it was
it's
not
what was asked.
even what you were wearing. It was like, oh, that's supposed to be skin, but it's a jacket. Okay. I was like, all right, no.
Boots.
No. But even then, they didn't give her that harsh of a critique on the runway about that. And then RuPaul even
I was like, are you-
defended it. I was like, you rotten old.
Michelle tried to start it. I can credit Michelle for trying to start it and be like, this was not what we asked
But
for.
I understand
But
where
wait.
she's coming from. You got to realize, guys, she was 11 when the show started. You didn't give anybody else that kind of love. You didn't give nobody else
She's
that
like,
kind of time.
That's exactly
Ru.
what I would have looked like when I'm 70. But that's not the challenge.
But Rue, watch it now. Okay, you're around the corner. Here she comes. Like, don't. Uh-oh, this one's going to start barking. Wait. Oh, it's two. So there's one. Yep.
Wait. Just,
Uno
you wanna-
momento.
yeah.
Yeah, just open the door for me.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bark with the rest of the family. It's like if you hear one bark, you wait for the second one. Oh, there he goes. Then the second one barks, then the third one comes, and now it's a trio. They're like the worst choir ever. Okay, so
Done with Aquaria and her tomfoolery.
so now on to
Eureka O'Hara. I don't know what else to do with this fabric.
what is wrong with you, girl? So you went up there and you pulled at a door, Delano. Well, I'm funny and cool. You guys like me, so don't be mad. Like, then when she had the description of it being very Downton Abbey, I was like, oh, this is about to be it. And girl, disappointment followed. Okay? Oh, I almost said Aquaria. Still disappointed.
We're still lit.
Oh, I mean, they're in the same category of push on to me. You love
us.
them. Love them. Hey, and it's not even
They're
them
not so
doing
bad.
that. It's not even them doing that. It's like how it's being edited. Like, golly. Okay.
Ooh, they're
Here's
really
the tea.
hawking this on.
Eureka's face was barely painted old. And that's just because she has a round, youthful face.
She tried to give like an old wig, like old Paula Deen.
Girl, and the wig was cute. I was like, no, that's not gonna work. But
It's
then
not
she had a
enough.
wrap coat and this bodysuit underneath it. Maybe bodysuit? Yeah. It was no ma'am. No ma'am. It was lazy boots.
She couldn't even explain it. She couldn't even sell it.
I just wanted to wear this because it flows. I like when it flows. I like when it like moves and all this move. I didn't hear not one old reference. I didn't hear not one 1947.
I didn't know what else to do with this coat.
This reminds me of my grandmother. None of that.
You could have really sold it.
You could have lied, boots, girl, but you were like, "Oh, y'all didn't like it? Uh-oh. No, I was like, go home, Roger."
Oh,
but then
girl.
again, another example of, yeah, it wasn't what we wanted, but I live. It was like, oh my God, here we go again with this crap.
Y'all be
You
letting
don't do
these
this
girls
for the
get away
other
with
girls.
murder.
But you do this with Aquaria and Eureka. You live no matter what. No matter what happens, you live. And y'all, if you're a fan of these girls and you think I'm just hating, you're wrong.
No.
Middle fingers to all of you.
No.
It's not hating.
They did not follow instructions.
Those were not the instructions of what the challenge
Look
was
at what
supposed to be
everybody
getting.
else did. Compared to what everybody else did.
They were mad at Monet because hers was too campy. Please remind
This is
yourself.
a drag show.
Like, are you kidding me? So what was Cameron then? Because Cameron was campy
camped
down. Cameron was Sylvia.
She took pills on the runway.
Cameron was Sylvia, or not even Sylvia, but Yetta from The Nanny.
Oh.
Am I lying?
You know. Yeah. Oh,
That's her. All she needed was a cigarette and a fanny pack,
she
and it
had
would have been it. What are you talking about? Like it all of that.
I have to watch The Nanny now. I miss that show.
The Nanny. I think they have that. Watch out, Cece and the kids, the flashy size sash. What it be? She's the lady in red, while everybody else is wearing tan.
I never knew what they said at that part.
The flashy girl from Flushing, the nanny named Fran. Boom! Oh my God.
I never knew what that beginning part
Really?
said. I just never bothered to look it up. I'm like,
No. She was out selling makeup. Like, I have the whole thing down, but the part where the watch out, see, that's my favorite part. And the kids are actually smiling, saying, "What it be? She's the lady in red." Oh, sorry. Okay. Moment. If you've never seen The Nanny,
They used to replay it. Well, I think they still play
they
it.
do it on
like,
TV Land for sure.
Yeah.
If y'all have never seen The Nanny, get your gay asses up.
Oh, Mr. Sheffield.
And for my straight folks, pull your penises and vaginas together and you go out and watch it. Now.
Can you do the Nanny laugh?
Mr. Sheffield. Oh, that's my goofy laugh. That's when I think I've tickled myself. Okay. Done being ugly. So, listen.
That was, well, we kind of talked about Cameron in passing, but It was.
It was good. She had a little shake. She had a little.
She gave it.
She got her happy pills. She was dropping pills on the runway. It was right.
That's
and
what
the prosthetic
want.
was good too.
That's what I like to see. Like camp it up. Like give it a whole characterization in a show.
Which is why we were living for Asia, Monet, and Cameron's look specifically, and even Miss Crocker, because she was playing a character. She just wasn't out there sashay, Shantae. It wasn't that. And while that is sometimes necessary for that one, I'm like, y'all give a little camp.
It's old lady.
Someone said, well, your interpretation of old shouldn't be all the campy stereotypes. I'm like, this is true, and they're not all the old campy stereotypes, but as in drag goes, I want to see the camp.
I want to know it like without denial that this
Miss
is an
Cracker
old lady.
didn't do camp, but she did it in a specific way where it was still like, this is a character.
That she was an old lady.
This is comedy, but not comedy. I'm being so serious right now, and it was like, yeah. Aquaria did a runway walk.
She really did. Like,
and Eureka just wanted to spin around.
Ross Matthews said she was the winner of the runway of a different challenge.
Yeah, Eureka just wanted to spin around in her bathrobe, and I was like, okay, I'm all for it. Go for it, bathrobe. Connect 4. But then the judging happened, and this is what we've been talking about throughout the episode.
Okay, finally.
We've been talking about this throughout the episode. We've mentioned it a couple of times. It is starting to look very clear and biased at this time.
Mm-hmm. Especially the win.
Okay, but before we get there, they let Aquaria walk away with murder. They're like, you were so amazing in Westworld, and I really wasn't gagging that much. I
got a cackle every now and then. She wasn't bad, that's for sure.
But they took that as here's the thing. Sometimes they'll take the runway and they'll say it doesn't matter because of what you did in the challenge. And I feel like when it comes to particular contestants, they switch swap it. It's like, oh no, that's no longer important because you did so well on this. And no longer, this is important because you did so well on that. But then for other girls, it's a completely different game.
They could slay the runway and the challenge, but you're like,
No, I'm still not getting you, though. And I'm like, I still haven't gotten who
the
this
real
person is. It's like, what are you talking about? So, I'm really referring to Eureka and Aquaria. And y'all can go, man, we know how you... No, you don't. You don't know how I feel about shit. So, let's get this straight.
It was just blatant.
Here's the thing. Okay. I want a big girl to win. But that should have happened a couple seasons ago. I'll leave it there. We've already had a Violet win. All right. She's not, but I hear you.
But her aesthetic
is very
similar.
Except Violet's a little bit more pin-up in a sense, and she goes back into like the older references with her looks, where Aquaria is very new, very modern.
Which is a good contrast, but still the same. I don't feel like it's different.
It's like,
not different enough.
I got more from Violet.
Oh yeah.
I got more from. Did we not?
Still that season 8 finale.
I mean, not even that. I'm just referring to like her as a person, like speaking wise.
Oh yeah, because she was funny in Untucked. Like she was always.
Oh my goodness.
She was always wanting to.
Oh, and like, she was the one that throw the slugs and then be like, "What are you talking about?" Girl, she started so much drama back in Untucked.
And she didn't care too.
Didn't care. Like, oh well, feelings are for ugly people. That's actually a Willem thing to say. Willem was in that first. Willem was like the starter.
Drag Race.
I miss Willem doing anything drag race.
Nurse.
Girl, when she was walking by Jiggly Callie,
she just really
girl couldn't turn around fast enough.
Willem. We love you.
Hell yes. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
I live. See, I need moments like that on for the show.
And we don't get that over here.
We don't. But we've gotten some. We had some.
We've gotten some
moments.
good ones.
We have. Let's not completely blame the V, the H, the one, because I like to work with Dave Jamar. You can burn them. My bridges are still up. But I'm just saying, there is a bit of a difference. There's a bit of a difference. There's a lot of a difference. It's a bit of a difference.
I was about to say, okay,
It's a bit of a difference. A lot of a difference. We can definitely tell that we're doing a Wheel of Fortune with the lip syncing this year. Because when RuPaul had said at the end of the episode, our final 6, I said, oh God, we're getting a 4 again. And this is how it goes. So, let's get down to it. After the judges were done licking some people's booty holes, and you know, that was the nicest way I could put it without saying, we get a top and we get a bottom 2. Now, who won? Both me and Jamar were like,
we just knew Monet was about to get her first challenge win. She was even good in the rehearsal when everybody else was terrible.
It was like, what is happening?
Listen, she even gave her like the speech, Monet Exchange, you know, blah, 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 blah. You're safe.
And it was like, no, that didn't just happen. That didn't just happen. That did not just happen. That robbed, rigged. Like
I really was like, is there no winner this week?
It was some voodoo bullshit. And I'm just going to go ahead and say that right there. It was some bull.
I was like, what?
I call shenanigans, tomfoolery, and bum tuckery. I call it right now.
Baby, that was yours.
That was yours, girl.
That was all yours.
Really? Because you were actually improvising, holding out the whole scene throughout the entire time. No, ma'am.
Never had a bad
No,
moment.
ma'am. No, ma'am. Asia wins it. And Asia,
I mean,
we love you, girl,
but that was Monet.
that wasn't a win for you, sis. I'm sorry.
That was a high.
High indeed.
It was a high.
No, they were high when they basically told Monet she was safe and gave it to Asia.
Something.
And it wasn't no good weed either, bitch. It was some good, like, you know, it was not, it's never good. It was some real rockety rock crap. It was like, no ma'am, that's not happening. It was some, put it in the base and let it cook. It was that type of stuff.
What was that?
It was Acid Betty foolishness.
Wow.
Speaking of Acid Betty. Bianca Del Rio for the read, as usual.
Was very confusing.
No, it was your same plain Jane story where somebody was triggered because they thought someone was talking about them, and they weren't, and they got shut down very quickly. And at the same time, you have to wonder about girls like that who are paranoid enough to think that everything is about them.
Everybody, I'm sure at least 10 of you caught that.
I don't have Lego teeth like Asia, but okay, we'll keep going.
Come on, Lego teeth.
Or more like Tetris. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I'm not shading. I'm just, I'm playing, y'all. I'm playing. Don't take me seriously.
The bottom, you know they will. The bottom 2.
That's why I smiled at you.
Is Cameron and Eureka.
All right. Here's the scoop, Jackson. I love saying that. Cameron should have been the one to stay, and it shouldn't have been a double Shantae. And I'm gonna say it, and I mean it, and I don't care who.
But you knew they was not about to. Oh no, Eureka! We just had to. We
First
just had
of all,
to do that for the sake of the show. Come on back,
First of all,
baby.
let me tell y'all this. I'm so glad that Nee held it together, because when I tell you, girlfriend did it two times, I was like, now that first one was clean. I'm not gonna lie, Eureka. That first split was so clean. It was kick up, kick up, boom, turn down.
Boom.
I was like. Clean, because it was all on beat. The other one, it was like I think you felt like Cameron was doing it, so it was just there. I don't know. It looked like the same one in season 9, episode 2, and I was like, girl, if she don't get back up, I'm going to probably cackle, but I'm not, because I'm gonna be like, dang.
I was about to say, this trying to be like another Jocelyn Laganja tease.
Oh, girl, I was concerned because, and then someone goes, well, how come she was triggered on episode 2 of this season and when she had to do all that extra stuff, but then this time around, I said, because she was lip syncing for her life, girl.
Okay, she's trying to stay on the show.
And she wanted to be on that show. She was like, no, this will not be the final day for me. I have pushed myself here. I'll give it to you. And Eureka, I'm going to give you this too before everyone calls me a hater. You did a Southern Queen trick.
Okay.
Boom. Boom,
we see that all day long in Texas.
And if y'all know, and you should know from Kenny Davenport, that is a staple, honey. Right, left, up, down, cross, right, left,
It's
spin,
almost like they
spin,
do it without
down.
even thinking. It's just like,
Oh.
okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, what am I gonna do next?
Oh
Dump the
my
kick,
God.
bow.
She just knew to be on beat. And that was the one where she can't mess up because she knows how to do that kickball change. Like, it was all there. But we got to talk about Cameron.
Cameron Michaels.
You
Y'all,
silent killer.
She is a slow burner. She has been coming from behind
A
this
slow
whole
grower.
time. Oh, well.
Burp. So,
Miss Thing.
Cameron, you were girl. I was like,
Miss-
who is this sister up here shaking her wig?
I'm gonna do it.
She was yes,
It's gonna fall.
yes.
Mhm.
So I'll
So we
do
gonna
it.
keep it cute.
So I'll do it. I don't have no wig. I got a little hoodie, as you can see with my Batman ears. For those who are wondering, someone asked me where I got the Harry Potter one. Target, and this one as well is from Target. Target, for those who didn't catch that. Okay. She said, woo!
Oh, let me get out the way.
She said, I was like, yeah. She said, shake, boom. I was like, girl. And the wig stayed in place.
That
Monique.
means it is pinned.
It stayed in place. I was like,
Glued for Jesus.
and she did that throughout. But she did a lot of this. Like she wasn't literally holding her hands together and going out, but there's a thing in drag where they like palm
Emote.
out. Like, God, yeah. She was doing that a lot. And I was like,
But you know,
okay.
at least it felt purposeful.
But it was, and then she was moving in them heels, because those heels were not no kitten heels, honey.
They
Those were
she
not
was
no
kicking and
performance.
doing
Those
up.
were some good old nasty
on.
pumps. I was like, all right.
We see you,
all
Cameron.
right.
We moved everybody else out the
Honey.
way. We see you.
Now here's where I'm gonna get y'all hoes together for real, for real. She didn't do a front split. I can do a front split. That for the flexible girls is nothing. She did a side split. I haven't been able to do a side split since I was 12.
And she
Yeah,
eased into
because
it.
I
She
was
just
I
went,
was a former
boom.
gymnast. It is so hard to now get down to that point. But she went boom, and I said,
And well tucked. Girl.
"Can you imagine?"
No.
No.
And she doesn't slide into it. She go,
No, she
Wow.
boomed into that sucker, and I was like, Jesus. Oh, it was so, she shook that wig for heaven. She split it for Jesus. She moved her body like she was in the temple of God. I was like, give this girl a baptism and call her saved, because I was living. It was good.
she said when it's time to perform, when she on stage,
I go. Well, not acting, but you definitely do when
she
it comes
performed.
to performs, honey.
When it
for
comes
sure.
time to lip sync,
we gotta work on that acting button, though. We gotta work on that. But
but we know what she can do well, though.
You sis.
She can perform.
Kaboom. Kaboom. Now, I forgot to say this. There was a point during the Breastworld number where they quoted Designing Women. Was it Suzanne Sugarbaker? I can't remember the older sister's name right now. It's leaving me. I think she was talking about Suzanne. Julia Sugarbaker. There we go. Okay. And that was the night the lights went out in Georgia. If you haven't seen Designing Women, and this one hasn't, because he's like over here like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you've seen Golden Girls, but you haven't seen Designing Women?
See, Golden Girls, I was forced to watch because both of my exes watched it, and so now I just know about it.
You have 2 exes? Something new. I didn't know. So, Designing Women is a great show. I suggest everybody go see an episode of it wherever you can. But they quoted it, and I was so happy. And I thought to myself, why couldn't they have done a Designing Women meets Golden Girls skit challenge? Something that could have been a mixture of female, this, that, and whatever. I don't know, but I was happy that moment happened.
Licensing problem. That's why I just assume it's all licensing.
But yeah, so we got a double Shantae. And of course, a Patti LaBelle song would do that, honey. A Patti LaBelle song would do that, because if you don't know Patti, I don't know what to tell
And
you.
we was like, if Monique was in the bottom this week,
And she had her wig pinned together, and she knew the words.
oh,
It would have been a murder.
Monique
Had
can't-
Monet done it, murder. Black girls.
I mean, basically.
Miss Cracker though, like, did you see
she
her
was in
Untucked? Oh, she was like, boo! I said, oh, this would have been.
She was ready.
It
She
was going
prepared.
to
I wanted
be
to
a flipping show.
I wanted to see it.
I don't know how Aquaria would have been able to do that one. I don't see it.
She would have went home.
I don't see it.
She would have went home.
I don't. You have to know. You gotta know how to do Patty. And I mean, Eureka did some Patty. Like, I gotta give her that. I mean, I wasn't like, I honestly thought Cameron should have just been the one to stay and Eureka go home. But when they said double Shantae, I was like, script. But okay, I get it. That makes sense.
She has to be in the
She
show.
cut up two. Those were some high kicks. She gave us 2 splits in one day.
Eureka did a whole walk around the whole stage.
Oh,
to the back.
that was what bothered me. That is what bothered me.
I was like, okay.
She
Eureka.
literally walked around the entire stage for one section of the song where they just focused on Cameron, and you just saw her just walking. And I was like, that's a double Shantae? Like, because she could have been still turned and, like, looking and, like, doing all that while she was walking.
She just
walked over there, and she went them high kicks on it. I was like, oh, there it goes.
All right.
God, that split was cute. I'm sorry. And here's the thing. A split shouldn't guarantee your safety, but if it's done right, baby.
Yeah, it's because some people just be doing out of desperation sometimes, and it'd be like, that was ugly.
I'm thinking of the ones who have silent but deadly. Oh, put them in the comment section. Okay, sorry. All right, so on to Untucked. Let's make this quick because we already went longer than I wanted to go. Okay, so
another force feed of
Eureka. Hey, everybody, stop what you're doing. I just want to tell y'all, like,
I love y'all.
I love y'all, and I already know I'm like going to be in the bottom or whatever, and whatever, not and all that type of stuff.
So if I go home,
I'm from Texas. I can play this game. Okay.
Coming from season 9, I didn't think I could get into some new systems.
And and then hugged, and then left, but then came back. Hey, y'all, I just want to tell y'all again that it's probably going to be me or whatever her name is, because I don't even know her that much because it's my season. Let's be real about it. But, I love y'all, and I was like, girl.
Eureka is laying it on thick.
Girl.
We get it.
Hold on. Cameron's in the corner like this.
Cameron is just so neutral, so mute, just...
So, Miss Cracker is talking, having her moment. Then her mom and her sister join the screen. And it was a beautiful moment. We find out so much about Cracker. Her mom is apparently going blind. And they say within a year she's going to lose her sight. So they plan on taking her around the United States, traveling so that she can see everything before she can't see anything. And that is very heavy to hear. So shout out to you,
to see her
Miss
baby
Cracker.
on TV. Amen.
Right, because some of us have parents. I mean, we're not able to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have loved for my mom to even see this from me, but she is not with me anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get to share this with her. So when she said that, it touched my heart because I was like, it is very important to get this time out. Do it now. Do it now. Don't wait later. Get out there. Do it now. You know what I mean? Don't waste any more time. But let's shift over to Cameron because as the conversation's happening, and a lot of people in the live stream were calling Miss Cracker hypocritical for this, but I was like, not so much because there are 2 different types of people for Miss Cracker and Cameron, and what Miss Cracker was trying to convey with her had nothing to do with what Miss Cracker was dealing with, okay? Miss Cracker actually speaks about what she's dealing with versus internalizing it like Cameron does. Cameron internalized the whole thing. So while Miss Cracker was trying to give her this, you got to open up, you got to do this, you got to do that, literally gets up. Cameron literally got up and just walked off. And guess who was right there with her?
Eureka. She gonna get that camera time. She gonna get that sentimental, if I don't win, I'm gonna be Miss Congeniality type tease.
Because she wasn't on her season.
Baby.
She was up against Valentina.
Well, never mind.
She was up against Valentina. And it's fan favorite, not Miss Congeniality. It's fan favorite. Crew, y'all need to just change the name to fan favorite. Call it a day because we know better.
That's what it was last time.
Now, we understand that Cameron lost his father about 5 years ago or so, depending on when the filming was done, and that has really affected him. And he believes that showing emotions is a sign of weakness, and that's why it's very hard for him to express himself when he is speaking about things. And I can understand that because I have a sibling who, when my mom died, not a tear. And he spent a lot of time with my mother and did a lot of things with her. Lots of stuff like that happens in life where people cannot break down. And they just don't
It doesn't
care
process right
for
away
emotions. It
sometimes.
just, not even process, Jamar, because it's already probably processed. It's more so about reacting to a situation like that and then responding to it later. Whereas her reaction to it is mute. And so responding to it now, because the reaction was mute, it's almost like, now how do I turn up the volume without coming off hysterical and crazy? I get it, Cameron. I still want a little bit more.
Because we can see, you showed us what you can do.
Because that lip sync alone was like, girl, look at all that charisma. Look at all that nerve. Look at all that talent. I didn't say uniqueness. But look at all that. Yes, honey, yes.
You have it. And it's just like, we want to see more of it. You gotta show
the
it
thing
to
is,
us.
you're on a television show. You got to let us in. We all can't just be like, okay, I get her because she doesn't. That doesn't work. It doesn't
you have
work.
great looks.
I'm like, name a winner who was like that. And someone goes, Tyra. No, Tyra shared her story.
Shared too much. Sometimes.
She's still sharing too much. But everybody's had a moment where they can just speak on their experiences and how it has made them a better person or what they're still working on and what they still want to overcome. I get it. Matty, yes, I do. Stop. Jamar and I both get it. But
he's just...
letting
that stuff fester for so long is not healthy.
I need more. I need just a little bit more.
So I'm glad you let the steam come out the pot a little bit. I hope you feel more comfortable.
Because I said when that tear rolled, I was like, "Oh, that's a real one."
That's that's what it is. Like, I don't know.
I'm not gonna cry,
what to do,
but it's coming out, and I'm just gonna have to keep this
other outlet right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this here. Eureka, you want to talk about it? I was like, stop speaking, Cameron. I actually wanted Cameron to stop speaking. I was like, girl, that's not the one. And I know y'all cool, but that's not the one. Not her getting to share that moment. No. You need a whole, I'm sitting back and Untucked. Well, remember last week, you guys? That moment where it's like all of a sudden I want a parent to be on the screen and then we get that whole I need that.
Just that she was kind of bothered that it wasn't her mom, too. I'm like, I mean...
I'd be bothered at one point, too. If you've been there for so long, it's like, girl...
I want to see my family, too.
I want to see someone who loves me. It's telling me to go for the gold.
Because I'm sure at this point, you need some kind of reinforcement. Because you probably stir crazy.
So, everybody, we went on for a good old long minute here. You're probably very drunk right now, tipsy, or for those of you who don't drink alcohol because you're too young or you're fasting or whatever's happening, you drink some apple juice. I hope you have the good poops tonight. So, tell me, what did you think of tonight's episode? What did you think of the challenge? What did you think of the mini challenge? What did you think of the judging? What did you think of the guest judges? What did you think of the runway? What did you think of the lip sync? What do you think, kids? Tell us your opinions. Drop it down the line. Also, please review that GoFundMe link. I have a GoFundMe page set up. I'm trying to do some more things with this channel and for you to enjoy more stuff with, say, me and Jamar, especially once I move. And helping me with that is key because I'm spending all my money trying to get out of the state and I need to get a new laptop. My laptop is broken. Broken.
And Max lasts for years.
Oh yes, I've had it since the end of college. Yeah,
and it's just now breaking
mine
down.
literally is hanging on by a thread. I took it to Geek Squad and they laughed at me.
Oh.
So I really need help to reach my goal to get this new laptop so I can start producing new stuff. So if you see that link in the description, please go ahead and hit it. And please donate and help us out because this really is going to be for the channel so I can bring you new material, new stuff, new things, and we don't have to do this all the time because some of you are tired of this wonderful
It's a staple.
Thing.
It's not going to go anywhere. So you might as well just get used to it.
But there's more we could be doing with this channel. So please support and go to that GoFundMe page and donate if you can, anything that you can. And I really appreciate it for those that do, will, and even thought of it or shared the GoFundMe page, okay? Hugs and kisses, all my best love and wishes to you. We now need to do the Matt and Mars show. That's going to be super long, too. Since this one decided to go off the DragCon, we got to do a whole lot of questions. So, yeah.
But better for y'all because y'all get y'all questions answered.
But thanks, kittens. We'll see you later. An hour.
Bye.
You've had an hour. It's been an hour of this show, and I'm tired.